Simon and Joe both invest in stocks. So today I got a really good one for you guys. This video is about eToro. And let me say this first. I love the concept of eToro, especially that they're making trading more accessible. It's a good business, alright? What really pisses me off though is the commercial, and especially the misleadingness of it to complete beginners. So anyone that watches videos on YouTube that have anything to do with finance or investing probably have seen this commercial.
Simon and Joe both invest in stocks. Simon uses eToro to invest in stocks without paying commission. Joe has to pay his bank a commission every time he buys or sells a stock.
As all commercials do, they want to convince you to buy their product, of course. But this one is tricky in particular, I think. Especially to people who are completely new to investing. So that is what I want to talk about with you today. Being a student in portfolio management investment, I see a lot of my fellow students wanting to start with eToro as a platform. And I get questions from friends from time to time asking me if they should use it too. Because it seems pretty great, right?
Can buy any stock he wants instantly with eToro's easy-to-use mobile app.
But is it though? In this video I want to go with you through the commercial and highlight some parts which have red flags all over them. Or just parts which are just downright misleading. Alright, now without further ado, let's roll the commercial, guys. Let's see what this is about.
Simon and Joe both invest in stocks.
So far so good.
Simon uses eToro to invest in stocks without paying commission. Joe has to pay his bank a commission every time he buys or sells a stock.
Okay, so this is already one of the most misleading parts in my opinion. Technically they aren't lying, because they don't ask commission for buying or selling. But they will take fees from you in other forms, every time you withdraw money or don't trade for a while. And they also take spread fees, which indirectly have effect every time you buy or sell a stock. Nothing wrong with that, but they make it seem like eToro doesn't take any money from you while other brokers do.
Simon uses CopyTrader to replicate the portfolios of leading investors in real time. Joe gets investment tips from cousin Harvey. Laser discs.
This CopyTrader is quite a unique feature of eToro. They are not the only ones who are doing it, but it is something that makes them stand out. I get if you haven't got any knowledge about trading, this might be an interesting option for you. But keep in mind that you still need to choose carefully who you are going to copy, and that can be difficult too if you're a complete beginner. The good thing is that you can learn some things from the traders on this platform. That is why I think this is an interesting concept. But if you think you can make some free money, and you're going to base a decision completely on the statistics that are shown on their profile, you need to keep in mind that the statistics on the traders can be misleading at times too. They can show that there is some guy that has amazing returns, but that doesn't guarantee that he's going to keep their returns in the future as well. With the way it is structured, it's even possible that some traders will trick the system to attract copiers. Because again, they will receive a commission for the money that you made copying them. You need to be on top of that.
Simon can buy any stock he wants instantly with eToro's easy-to-use mobile app. Joe can trade on his mobile too.
Call is important to us. To speak to a banker, please stay on the line.
So why is Joe just as good an investor as Simon? He's not, because Simon uses eToro and Joe doesn't. Have you not been listening? Don't invest in stocks like a Joe, invest like a Simon. Download eToro and invest in stocks without paying commission.
So what I do love about this commercial is that they are showing that they can make trading more accessible to people with all the features of eToro. But what people are they targeting? Simons, they call it. But it seems a bit like if I'm a student and I'm busy, I can use eToro to just lay back, do my stuff and don't spend more than 1 hour into trading because I know nothing about it. The message that they send is that it's easy, and speculating in individual stocks definitely is not. In order to understand eToro, you need to understand what business they're in. How do they make money? Well, first and foremost, brokers make money by clients using their services, so they have an incentive for you to trade a lot on their platform. They make some money on the spread, for example, which means the prices shown on the platform are a little different than the actual prices. So your incentive is that you want to make a lot of good trades. Their incentive, the more you trade, the better for them. Even if you don't make the best decision, it's still good for them. For the broker, if you gain or you lose, that makes no difference. So what I want to highlight with this is that there is a difference in incentive. Of course eToro wants you to trade a lot on their platform. That's how they make the most money. But is it the best for you? Because how are you going to do that? Are you going to need to predict where the market is moving, which stocks are overvalued and which are undervalued? This would be called active investment. One of the golden examples of this is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, one of the wealthiest investors and known throughout the world for his knowledge on speculation. So what Warren Buffett would do is he would look at the market and put a lot of research into a single stock to see if the stock was over or undervalued by the market. And based on that, he would then go make a decision to buy or sell the stock. But this is very difficult. That's also the reason why there are not a million Warren Buffetts out there. But this is not the only way to invest. There's also passive investment, for example, based on the modern portfolio theory by Harry Markowitz, with which he won the Nobel Prize of Economics in 1990, by the way. You could check this out. This way of investing relies much more on long-term and on diversification, which I could do an entire video about explaining this, but this is much more easy and accessible to beginners. Alright, with all of this I hope to have helped you just a little bit further. If you are about to start investing, this might just help you with choosing the right broker or platform. Maybe eToro. If you think that works well for you, you should go for it. As I said in the beginning, I love the concept of eToro. This video was about the commercial and not about the actual business. Please don't get those things confused. And also, I'm curious about your opinion on eToro. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know if you like this video and if you want to see similar content as this one. With that being said, cheers guys, have a great weekend.